A dispute turned deadly inside a North Mississippi church, and police say an elected Tippah County law enforcement leader pulled the trigger. But for now, Constable Keith Bullock is not in jail, nor is he facing any charges. The shooting happened around 11:30 Sunday morning. It was at the West Ripley Church of Christ. That's about 80 miles southeast of Memphis. Local 24 News reporter Brad Broders live outside that church. And Brad, what happened?
Well, Katina, we are here actually in downtown Ripley. This event really shocking this community of just 5,000 people here in Tippah County in Mississippi. We have learned from the police chief here in Ripley that shooting happened about 11:30 after church services let out, and it was between that Constable Keith Bullock and a 57-year-old victim, Patrick Sanders. Both were members of that congregation. And again, as you mentioned, Katina, there was an altercation that broke out a little before 11:30 at the Ripley New West Ripley Church of Christ, and that happened, and the man is dead, 57-year-old Patrick Sanders. Now, again, the Mississippi Bureau of Investigation was called in because this involves a law enforcement official in Mississippi, a constable, that is Keith Bullock. Now, in Mississippi, a constable can issue subpoenas and make arrests, and that Mr. Bullock was won a primary last week and was up for his 4th term in office in November. Now, it will be up to the MBI to have their findings, and then it will be up to the district attorney to decide whether to file charges. At this point, again, he is out and not charged, not in jail. There will be the district attorney will review the case. He was treated and released from the hospital, but right now the police chief tight-lipped on the level of potential self-defense that Mr. Bullock was involved in. But again, a fellow congregation member, 57-year-old Patrick Sanders, died in that shooting, and they expect to have some kind of findings potentially in a week or two for the district attorney to decide. Reporting live in Ripley, Mississippi, Brad Broders, Local 24 News.